โอ้สวัสดีสุดหล่อดีครับ PP Beta House ตกใหม่หมดทำไมตกใหม่หมดเกิดอะไรขึ้นได้ปลากินแล้วสวัสดีนะครับภาพโอ้ภาพคิมูจิโถว่าแล้วคุณเป็นไงบ้างคุณภาพอยู่บ้านฟาร์มปลาวนไปเหรอโอ้ปลาอะไรอ่ะเลี้ยงปลาอะไรดูแลสุขภาพด้วยครับพี่ชายโอ้เช่นกันฮะคุณภาพระวังตัวด้วยอากาศสวยนะโอ้เจ๋วเลยซื้อคันผิดเหรอคันอะไรเงียบเลยว่ะตกปลาคือ100 ตัวได้ไฟฉายนะแต่ทุ่นคุณเล็กเองวะทุ่นผมมันโคตรใหญ่เลย เฮ้ยปลากินแล้วคือทำแบบเดียวกับตะลีแหละดันขายคันตีอย่าปลอม คันอย่างนี้คันมันไม่แพงมั้งคันไม่แพงเท่าไหร่คัน1,000 กว่าบาท2,000ลอกที่แม่ง5,000โอ้โหโคตรแพงไม่กินเลยวะผมสงสัยใหญ่วะเอาไม่ขึ้นเลยวะเฮ้ยโอ้โห3 โลได้ไหมเนี่ยโอเวอร์เลอร์เลย3.8 โลเมื่อคืนไม่ได้ตัว5 โลเอาไว้ถ้าไม่ขึ้นเนี่ยโคตรใหญ่ขึ้นมา ปลาดุกอะไรกลมนะปลาดุกเมืองนอกไงปลาดุกเมืองนอกก็ตัวอย่างนี้แหละปลาดุกเมืองนอกเหมือนปลากดอะสวัสดีครับภาษาญี่ปุ่นสวัสดีครับไอตัว3.8เมื่อกี้นึกว่าลูกบอลนะช่องมีคนติดตามช่องมีคนติดตาม 5,000เหรอโอ้เจ๋วเลยแจกอะไรแจกอะไรคืออันล่างไม่กินเลยวะเงียบเลยวะเลยปลากินแล้วนั่น รุ่นลอยสวนน้ำเลยเฮ้ยกิน2 ครั้งติดเลยโอ้โหอะไรวะต่อแล้ว ลอยข้ามตาอีกแล้วตายคุณตกปลาอะไรคุณตกปลาเล็กเหรอเอาไปทำอะไรปลาเล็กทำตุกกอตกลงพื้นแล้วอ๋อโอ้ยใหญ่ว่ะใหญ่แล้วว่ะโอ้ฟรีแน่นอนตัวนี้-8ไม่ถึงว่ะไม่ถึงไม่ใหญ่เท่าไหร่โอ้โหนึกว่าจะใหญ่2 โลเองเหรออะไรวะเป็นสายแม่งเลยโอ้ว่าแล้วมันไม่กินแม่งหอยมาเกาะพอที่เก็บปลาใหญ่ๆมาไม่ค่อยกินไม่เป็นอะไรพอมีที่เก็บปลาเล็กๆนี่มันกินจัง4 วันแล้วอ่ะผมโอ้โหให้ตายตกอะไรแย่ 35แล้วโอ้สุดยอดโอ้โดดเลยเหรอ2 โลกว่าตัวนี้3 กว่าน่า3 ว่ะเฮ้ยเผื่อ4เนี่ยมี4เนี่ยอาการแบบเนี้ยเฮ้ยนี่อะเอ้ยอะไรวะ 3.4 เองโอ้นี่ก็ใหญ่นี่ก็ใหญ่ใหญ่ๆทั้งนั้นเลยวะนี่2 โลบวกน่าจะใกล้ๆ3 โลอะปลามันสู้ดีจังวะโดดจริงๆก็โหดแบบนี้นะโอ้โทฟี่ว่ะ 3.7ลากขึ้นเหรอใช่เป็นเทคนิคใหม่ลากขึ้นดินเต็มแล้วเนี่ยกระชังเต็มแล้วเนี่ยเกือบเต็มแล้วว่ะขาดอีก2 ขีดเต็มแล้วเนี่ย เคสไฟฉายมันได้กำหนดปลาใช่ป่ะไม่กำหนดนะแค่ตกกลางคืนปลาอะไรก็ได้แค่ตกคืน100 ตัวใช่เมื่อคืนผมตกไป60 กว่าตัวแล้วอะผมน่าจะเหลืออีกประมาณพอดีอะถ้าเหยื่อหมดอะผมว่าเหยื่อหมดผมก็น่าจะได้พอดีอะเหยื่อผมเหลือ27 ตัวตอนนี้เฮ้ยเต็มพอดีไม่ต้องเก็บก็ได้นี่1,100โอ้โหมีตังค์เท่าไหร่แล้วเนี่ย6,999 บาทลงปุ๊บกินปั๊บโอ้กินเหมือนกันว่ะเฮ้ยนี่ไงผมเหลือ20 ตัวผมจะได้แล้วอ่ะ เอ้าผมอีก40พอดีอะเหยื่อหมดพอดีอะได้บอกไฟฉายพอดี ล่างคลิปแล้วก็ลงคลิปใหม่แล้วเหรอโอ้โหสุดยอดเลยโอ้นึกว่าใคร LMD อนิเมะนี่โถเอ้ยก็นึกว่าใครชื่อภาษาญี่ปุ่นเปลี่ยนชื่อที่ช่องเหรอคนติดตามครบ5,000แล้วเหรอโอ้โหให้ตายดิทำไมช่องโตเร็วเลยจะแซงผมอยู่แล้วเนี่ยจะแซงผมอยู่แล้ว20 บวกเหรอคลิป20 บวก แรกๆ18 บวกหลังๆมานี่20 บวกทั้งนั้นเลยนะแบบเต้นไปผ้าหลุดไปเนี่ยโคตรชอบเลยขอไปดูหน่อยดิโอ้โหเห็นหอยเลยอันนี้หนักกว่าเมื่อก่อนอีกอุ้ยอันนี้หนักกว่าเมื่อก่อนเยอะเลยอันนี้แบบจังเลยอะสุดยอดเลยโอ้แล้วมันเป็นไรเหรอลงอย่างนี้ได้เลยเหรอYouTube มันไม่ทำอะไรเลยเหรอโอ้โหแต่คนดูมันนะเข้าไปที่ช่องเขาดิช่องอนิเมะเฮนไตอ่ะช่องภาษาญี่ปุ่นนะลองเข้าไปดูปลากินแล้วเอ้ยมัวแต่ไปดูอะไรปลากินแล้วไม่สนใจโอ้ใหญ่โอ้ยตายเป็นไงจับปลา2 มือ อย่างเงี้ยเรียกว่าจับปลาสองมือลากขึ้นฝั่งแล้วมั้งโอฟี่ว่ะโอ้โอ้ไม่ใหญ่เท่าไหร่2 โล2.2ประมาณนั้นอะไฮรีสวัสดีครับบอลลบนะเป๊ะเลยเห็นเรามันมืดเหรอเห็นดิเฮ้ยอะไรวะเงียบเลยจะเต็มอยู่แล้วนะจะเต็มกระชังอยู่แล้ว เฮ้ยคันผมจะหักว่ะอีกตัวเดียวจะเต็มแล้วเต็มแล้วเนี่ยโอ้โอ้ได้อะไรมาเนี่ยเคลมผมได้อะไรมาวันนี้อันนี้คือเอาทำอะไรได้เนี่ยได้เหรอ
First of all, what went through my mind is how stupid am I to actually volunteer for this?
ของแร่เหรอดีปะขายปลากัน1,100ได้ราคาประมาณนี้1,100ประมาณนี้นะมีตังค์7,000แล้วตอนนี้เอ้าความผิดอันวะ
It was
เก็บไม่ได้
unbelievably painful.
เก็บอะไรไม่ได้438เอาไม่ได้ซื้อกระชังใหม่เหรอผมซื้อที่เก็บปลาใหม่มาเก็บได้ใหญ่สุด6 โลอะเมื่อคืนโมโหแม่งได้ตัว5 โลเก็บไม่ได้โคตรใหญ่อะโอ้ใหญ่ผมยัง15.4อยู่เลยคืออะไรอ๋อเก็บได้15 โลซื้อดิเวลคุณถึงแล้วนี่คุณซื้อได้แล้วขึ้นมาเลยนั่นแหละ จะตายเหรอไม่หรอกผมเก็บตังค์ถ้าผมซื้ออุปกรณ์ใหม่ได้ผมก็จะไปแล้วผมจะไปเอเมอรัลด์เลคแหละว่าอยู่นี่มันก็ไวดีอะฟาร์มเงินได้เรื่อยๆกระชังละพันกระชังละพันดึงเลยเรียบร้อย2 โลไม่ถึงนะ2 โลประมาณ2 โลได้ตัวนี้2 โล 2ตกใจว่ะไอตัวใหญ่ๆนี่มันดึงจบเลยนะทุนนะ ดีครับ NPC เฮ้ย อะไรอ่ะ คืออะไรวะ แล้วทำไมทูบมันหายอ่ะทูบหายแต่ปลาไม่กินนะคืออะไรวะ เงียบคลิปเลยวะสงสัยมันอยากออกกล้องนะโอ้ใหญ่เท่าไหร่ อีกตัวเดียวผมได้หมวกไปฉายแล้ว5.34อีกแล้วเหรอถ้าเป็นผมเก็บได้เลย5 โลอะแพงด้วย360มาแล้วตัวสุดท้ายหมวกไฟฉายมาโอ้ไหนหมวกไฟฉายเป็นยังไงไหนเขาดูดิไม่เห็นเปิดไฟออกเปิดเลยไง เปิดไฟให้ด้วยวะเด็ดเลยไงทำไมหน้าดำยังไงวะน่ะหน้าดำเลย ถ่ายรูปได้ด้วยเหรอไม่กดยังไงถ่ายอ่ะโคตรเจ๋งเลยนี่ไงไม่ต้องกลัวแล้วจะไม่เห็นปลามีไฟฉายแล้วสว่างไปยันฝั่งนู้นอ่ะให้ดูดิสว่างไปยันฝั่งนู้นเลยอ่ะจะเปิดไฟปลามันจะไม่กินหรือเปล่าวะเกี่ยวไหมปลาตื่นหรือเปล่า เงียบเลยเสียงจิ้งหรีดยังไม่ทำให้ง่วงบอกผมว่าปิดไวอ่ะดิปิดไวปิดแล้วโอ้เบอร์15แล้วไปซื้ออุปกรณ์ใหม่ดีกว่าดีไม่ดีได้ย้ายเหมืองอย่างนี้เนี่ยเอ้ยได้ย้ายหมายเหยื่อหมดละมี 9,300ซื้ออุปกรณ์อะไรได้บ้างซ่อมโอ้โหซ่อมหมดไปหลายเหมือนกันนะเอาลอกกันเลยอันดับแรกลอกที่ดีที่สุดที่เราซื้อได้ตัวละ 5,800 แพงจังวะตัดเลยไหมตัดไปดิรออะไรล่ะไม่ต้องสนใจหรอกซื้อไปเลยแต่ว่าลอกตัวนี้ห่วยนะเนี่ยลอกตัวนี้กลับบ้านไปแล้วใส่ตัวนี้แทนนี่ขายทิ้งเลยนี่ก็ขายทิ้งไปขายเดี๋ยวเขาดูใกล้กันผมย้ายเมืองได้ป่าวเดี๋ยวตังพอซื้อนี่ปะเนี่ย1,000 เบ็ด4,500 4,400โอ้โหงามไส้เลยสุดผมต้องมาตกปลาดุกอีกแล้วเนี่ยตังค์ไม่พอว่ะอันนี้มันคันอะไรเดี๋ยวนะ เอาที่มีลงไปไม่งั้นเอาที่มีลงป่าล็อกได้กำไรดีอยู่ผมต้องไปดูตกปลาดุกเก็บตังค์อีกว่ะซื้อเหยื่อก่อนสรุปว่าผมก็ยังไปไม่ได้อยู่ดีอะต้องใส่ไม่ได้วะอ๋ออันนี้ไม่มีลีดลืมไปต้องอันนี้ส่วนผมต้องเก็บตังค์อีกอะคันมันรับน้ำหนักได้เท่าไหร่อ่ะ3 โลโอเคคัน3 โลสาย3 โล 6ลอก4.3โอเคที่เหลือก็ซื้อเหยื่อไปมันใช้ตังค์เท่าไหร่ไปอ่ะ 2,000 หรือ 1,200 อ่ะ 1,200ใช่ป่าวะโอ้เหยื่อ170แม่งแพงชิบเองเลย1,200โอเคต้องเหลือตังค์1,200เพื่อไปเหยื่อมีเหยื่อ100 ตัวโอเคเก็บไว้ก่อนเลยเหยื่อพวกนี้แม่งไม่ได้ใช้เก็บไว้ก่อนพวกทุนรออยู่ไหนวะเก็บไว้ก่อนเดี๋ยวนะเขาบอกว่าถ้าใช้เบ็ดไม่มีเงี้ยงอ่ะจะได้ XP เพิ่มเว้ยลองดิไปโอ้ยังไม่พ้นกับปลาดุก ยังไม่พ้นวางบนปลาดุก เมื่อกี้ซื้อลอกตัวเดียวไม่ก็หมดตังค์แล้วอะมันขายของตลอดเลยนะลอกใหม่คันเดิมอ้าวไปไหนแล้วอ่ะหายไปแล้วอยู่นี่แล้วก็ไปซะแล้วกลับมาแล้วกลับมาพร้อมกับสายรีดใหม่ตอนตกตอนเช้าวันนี้จะได้เรื่องไหมตอนเช้าก็กินเหรอเนี่ยอีปลาอีก12ตัวผมจะเป็นแคทฟิชมาสเตอร์แล้วเป็นเจ้าแห่งปลาดุกเอ้ยเป็นราชาปลาดุก 1125250คืออะไรอะปลาดุกเหรอจะโดนปลาดุกที่คุณตกได้เหรอเท่ากับ H ใช้ ตัวตังค์เท่าไหร่300 ตังค์เหลือ300โอ้โหซื้อล่องตัวเดียวนั่นน่ะใช่ปะผมได้แค่ล่องตัวเดียวใช่ปะล่องมัน5,000 กว่าที่เหลือผมก็ซื้อเหยื่อจนหมดเลยแล้วก็ค่าตั๋วมานี่โอ้ตาย ต้องเก็บอีก10,000อย่างน้อยอะซื้อคันใหม่ โอ้ยเฮ้ยเมาส์หายเกิดอะไรขึ้นอ่ะโอ้โอ้โหอะไรวะเมาส์หายเฉยเลย
we're going to be going to Mudwater River here in Fishing Planet. The first thing you're going to want to do is go and grab a 1-day advanced Missouri license. You can always buy an extra day if you need it. And we're going to be going, and we're going to go catch. Now, I have been here. I caught a largemouth bass, but we're going to go and catch all of these Mudwater trial mission fishes. The panfish, other than the catfish, all the other panfish are kind of similar to what they were in the last episode. If you haven't seen that, go check out Where to Catch Them at Lone Star. And it's basically the exact same. You put it on really, really short lead and really small hooks. You use the preferred baits, and you will catch these panfish. Now, it does take a while, and it's frankly a little bit annoying to have to re-catch all these panfish. So if it's something you don't want to do, then you don't have to. But I just want to let you guys know, you can do all of this with the preferred baits, and it's really, there's not much to it other than just fishing around, and then eventually you're going to catch every single one. But yeah, we're going to be catching all the bigger fish here. So I did buy a rod holder, or an extra rod. So if you want to go to rod cases here and tools and equipment, you can go ahead and buy this. Depends on how much money you have. And I set up a whole new 2 setups here. So I got the value spin still, which is the one we bought from the last video. I bought 2 of these Callisto XSR 1400s. You're going to want to buy 2 of these because you're going to throw one on your float and you're going to throw one on here. Then you can go into the shop and you can grab the 1.8 kilogram braid line, which is about 4-pound test, so it's pretty solid. I also grabbed a 1/0 7-gram casting spoon, so that's a 1/4 ounce casting spoon to throw on here, and it will be optimal weight. You go to the float here, and it's basically the same setup. You got the Omni float, which we still have from the last video. We got the other Callisto 1400, the same exact line. We got a bobber, we got a 1/0 hook, and we got some small cut bait. These are the baits I'm bringing. I'm bringing some small cut bait, bread, dough balls, pet food, worms. But I'm mostly going to be targeting the catfish, the pickerel, the freshwater drum, the bass, stuff like that. And if you have these 2 setups here, you can catch pretty much all of those Mudwater trial mission fish here. It just might take you a little bit, but these 2 rods, pretty good bang for your buck. If you don't have enough money for both setups, maybe just go with one and then work your way up. But again, the real money lies with going to Emerald as fast as possible with a keep net that allows you to make money there. You don't want to spend too much money going around to Rocky Lake, Mudwater, and all these other smaller, like these other lakes, because you're not going to make a ton of money off of them. Really, the main goal is to get to Emerald as fast as possible and farm the walleye. But let's head to Mudwater right now. Alright, so when you load up into Mudwater River, you're going to want to go to Blast Zone, this spawn right here. The other 2 are pretty good as well, this one especially. But this one is where you can go and you can catch a lot of fish. Now, I was keeping an eye on the time. I think we can go to 11 o'clock. Again, it might be different depending on what your day peak looks like. But if you guys want to catch some catfish, some pike, some bass, make some money, this is a really good spot to start off. And you'll be able to catch all of that stuff here. Let's close that lucky start pack. And I already have a marker set up for you guys. So this is where you can catch catfish. So if you want to just go ahead and throw out, let's see how deep we can go here. I think we'll go to 150 centimeters. If I don't put the conversion in the video, just Google the conversion rate, and literally you're just going to throw it out by the marker. Everything past that marker is super, super deep. Alright, so I fast forwarded to the start of the day peak here. And again, I'm just going to fish right past this marker, farm a few catfish, get some money up here. Ultimately, the main goal is we're trying to get to Emerald, so that way we can farm the walleye and make bigger bucks. But you see, we've already got a fish out. So just, wait for it to strike. It will strike. The bobber's going a little bit nutty.
มันจะช้าดิชโด
There we go. And we will be pulling out a catfish.
มันจะกินบ่อยเท่าปลาดุกหรือเปล่า
$9 for a channel catfish. The younger ones sell for a little bit worse. They're like 50, 60, 70. But $89, and you can just keep sitting here farming them, and you will make some money doing this. Let me just do one more cast here just to show you guys. It should honestly happen almost right away again. You don't want to go with too big of hook sizes here though, just because you won't get enough bites, and again, you're not really here to farm money money that much. I'm gonna say this like 4 or 5 different times in the video, but you want to get to Emerald Lake as fast as possible, because that's where you make money in this game very early on. Rocky Lake's good for money too, but Emerald Lake is by far the best early game spot to level up fast and to get money. But as you can see here, you're going to just pull in tons and tons of catfish here. So you just want to keep doing that, and I'll show you guys where to grab some pike from. Alright, so I swapped over to my lure rod here, and in here we're just going to kind of go over here, and we're going to be using our 7 gram, 1/4 ounce casting spoon here with the 1/0 hook. $89 for a channel catfish. Took me a little bit to reel in, but again, go to your lure rod and put on the jig head and the shad. Now, this might take a while. You're going to get some bass doing this too, but just go. That's how you catch lip. If you can upgrade your keep net, we're just going to go ahead and leave, because let's see what keep net we have. All these different trout here, very easy. Any questions, check the link down below in the description. Come to my Twitch, and either me or someone else should be able to help you out. If there's anything else you need to know, feel free to either come by Twitch like I just said, or put a comment down below. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the description, the links to my social media platforms and Discord where you can come hang out. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video. And also comment down below and I'll try to respond as best as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
ไม่
มีอะไรน่ากินแนะนำไหมคะ
มีครับ
ใหม่เนสกาแฟบาริสต้าสไตล์รสคาราเมลเอสเปรสโซ่ผสานนมแท้ๆและคาราเมลหอมกลมกล่อม
อร่อยอ่ะ
ใหม่เนสกาแฟบาริสต้าสไตล์กาแฟที่บาริสต้าทุกสายแนะนำ
จะได้กาแฟให้ดูไปกินกาแฟมาตกปลาไงกินกาแฟมาตกปลาโอ้4 โล
Here, and welcome to episode number 2 of the complete guide here in Fishing Planet. We're going to be going to Mudwater River today and catching every single fish this river has to offer. We're going to go after the black bullhead, all the different panfish, the bowfin, the freshwater drum. So in terms of setup, guys, I just wanted to let you know I'm having to re-record this episode and actually the next one. So I am a little bit higher of a level now. I'm level 14. I've actually already been to Rocky and completed some challenges, and I've already done all the challenges here in Mudwater, but I had to re-record it because of some audio issues. So for our setup today, we're going to have 2 of these OmniFloat 350s. So again, guys, this is still the very first float rod you can get in the game that you get at level 5, $1,900. For our reel, we have the Crucian Hunter 3000. The reason why we have this is because this makes it a very balanced setup. So now our rod is a 3 kilogram max line weight. Our reel is max drag of 3 kilograms, and then our line is 2.7. So our setup is much more balanced now. I have some number 8 hooks on right now with red worms and a depth of 50 centimeters. And the reason why I have this this is because we're going to be going for the panfish first. So if you want to follow along, feel free to go ahead. I will throw a conversion up for you guys. 50 centimeters, it's a good depth for a panfish. It generally seems to work out. And then on my spinning setup, I also have just a casting spoon, 7 grams, number 1 on hook. And you guys can go ahead and grab this gold one in the shop. Just go into lures, go to spoons, and it is on page 2 right there for $170. And before we head to Mudwater, also go into common jig heads. You can also grab barbless if you'd like. Grab this 5 gram number 10 barbless jig head, and then also grab a 5 centimeter shad. That is the level 7 shad there. And the reason why we're bringing this is because we're going to use this for the freshwater drum. You can also bring some small minnows to use on a float rod for the freshwater drum as well. Here's the hook sizes I'm bringing, guys. Some number 1 hooks, number 8s, number 10s, and number 2s. You don't have to bring them all. I'm mainly going to use the number 8 and then the 1/0. And then again, if you're going to be going after the freshwater drum, I'm going to be using this shad for it here. This is what I find works the best. So you can
เฮ้ยทำไมมันขึ้นง่ายจังวะ
if you'd like to use that. Welcome to Mudwater, guys. When you get here, come on down to this
Catfish
spot
God.
here,
โอ้โห
the last songs of summer. This is where we're going to spend the
โอ้โหได้
majority of
โอ้
our
โหได้สาย
time.
มาว่ะ
This is going to be very, very simple, guys. We're going to get started with the panfish. Super, super easy.
ให้สายอะไรมาวะเนี่ย
We're going to fish right here, right to the right of the spot.
ตรงไหนอะสายอะ
This marker right here is just a depth marker, so anything behind this is nice and deep, which is good for cats. But for us right here, we're just gonna go right in front of this bush right here. Make sure you go ahead and go to peak time, so we're gonna go to 1500 hours.
Same
And
more.
then, guys, I am just gonna go ahead and fish, and I'm literally just gonna cast like directly right here. And since we have 2 rods, which you might not have at this point, but we do, we are gonna go ahead and complete this nice and quickly, which is what we want to do because these panfish missions,
Oh,
we want to get
same.
done ASAP because they really don't provide you with a whole lot and they can take some time. We actually grabbed the black bullhead there, so we got one of them done already. There is the white crappie, nice and easy. We also got another one.
เก็บไม่ได้ว่ะ
Hopefully something else we need.
4 โลด้วย โอ้โห
Common shiner.
หมดเลย
Blacktail shiner. That's another one down. We're getting there nice and quickly. Super
Hey.
helpful if you have
Oh.
some guys. I know a lot of you guys at this point probably don't, but if you do have the extra money and you can afford it, go ahead and do it. It's going to speed things up a lot. There's the blunt nose minnow, and we completed the challenge Holy Float, but we got a blunt nose minnow, which is nice. We're done with that. And we also got the pumpkin seed. We actually did get a largemouth bass on a red worm. We ended up grabbing a bluegill and actually got pretty lucky and grabbed a unique bluegill. 89 XP and $186. I actually didn't even know you could get a unique bluegill here. That's how little I actually fish at Mudwater, but there you go. Nice unique bluegill. I believe we just have the channel catfish, which is nice and easy, and then the green sunfish, and we are good to go with the panfish. And there we go, we grabbed the green sunfish. Now we just need our channel catfish, which is super, super easy to grab, guys. Let me just show you real quick. So if you're wondering for what to do in terms of catfish and all that in this area, nice and easy. Let's just go to, I don't know, let's go to a number 1 hook size. You can probably do 1/0 even, but we'll just go with this for now. I'm just gonna go to 100 centimeters. You probably don't even need a conversion. Just go somewhat deep, literally right in front of us. And this should be good enough to get a channel cat. You might get a black bullet as well. And there you go, just like that, we get a nice young channel catfish. We are now done with the exploration or the first part of the mission here. And now we can move on to the trial section and go after a little bit harder of fish to catch. Come on over to Catfish Heaven, and we are gonna go after a couple of different things here. We're gonna go after the bowfin on our float rod, and then we are going to try and catch the 2 different types of pickerels and the bass with our spinning setup. But first things first, we are going to go after the bowfin because it is a little bit of a pain to catch. Notice my marker. You can actually see this is where we're going to cast. So what we're going to do is cast to this marker, and then we're just going to let the bait drift down in front of these lily pads here. And this will be your best bet scenario for catching the bowfin. So if we go into our rods here, you can see I have 200 centimeters leader length. I will throw a conversion up for you Imperial, guys. We're using 1/0 hook size with small cut bait. That's what we're going to be using for this setup. You can see there's my marker, and you can kind of see what I was talking about. So we got the trophy bowfin, there's the small cut bait. So when we cast to that marker, it's just drifting right on this line here. So right by this shallow area, but also right out in the deep spot here. So it's kind of in that nice middle ground there, which is perfect. So we're going to set both of these out to there, and we're going to try and grab ourselves a nice bowfin. throw on your casting spoon and just get to work. Basically, if you cast in the back area right here, use twitching or stop and go, you will get the grass and chain pickerel. You will also get the largemouth bass. If that spot's not working for you too much, you can always cast over here like this and go in this area right here, and that will work too. You can also fish from the other side as well. But basically, anywhere in this area here, you will get both types of pickerel and you will get bass. You might get unlucky and it might take you a while to get a certain type of pickerel, but it will come. You can also use your float rods, just throw on small minnows. So you can see here, just as I'm fishing, I'm watching my other rods, and you can see my floats are just going right in front of those lily pads there. If they do stop, they are stuck, so you might just need to reel them in a little bit, get them unstuck. And you can see here, I was just doing stop and go while watching my floats, and we got a fish on, which is absolutely perfect. Now, we did get a little bit lucky, and we grabbed a bass already. Ooh, we actually got a fish on our other rod there, which is interesting. I want to get that. I want to get that up here. Look how broke that rod looks, actually. Look at that. It's really, really broken. All right, let's bring this bass in here, and then hopefully we got a bowfin on there already. That would be nice. There we go. We got the nice bass already. And let's see if we got ourselves a nice bowfin. We definitely got ourselves a bowfin, guys. You can just tell from the fight right away that it's going to be a bowfin. Catfish are not that big here, so you know it's not a catfish. This is definitely a bowfin, and that was the first cast. It is a little bit tough to get this bowfin, but if you follow this method, you should be able to get it. And if not, just skip it, guys. Remember, if you're having trouble with a specific fish or not, just skip it. You don't need to finish everything in order. You can always come back. And remember, your main goal is to level up and stuff, so level up. Level up and fish. That's your main goal. Make sure you do that. I'm completing the missions because I skipped them on my main account the first time, and now I want to come back and I want to redo them all, and I want to show you guys how to do this. Yeah, this is definitely a bowfin. You can just tell from the fight. Actually, you can see there my bobber did get stuck, or actually just had a fish on. That could be another bowfin. I've had a couple people comment saying, this guy doesn't know how to fish. He reels in when he doesn't need to. I'll let you guys know, I've been playing this game for a while now, and after a while, you kind of just shut your brain off when you're fishing in this game. I barely pay attention to when I'm fishing. Unless I know I'm going to lose the fish, or it's a unique, then I, like, switch my brain on. Start paying a little bit more attention, you know? He is absolutely running out there. They get decently big here, too, guys, and I believe they get up to trophy. If I remember correctly, you can get trophy here. Mudwater is not an area I've spent a whole lot of time fishing in, just because, honestly, once you do the missions, there's really no need to ever come back here again. I guess if you're doing tournaments or whatnot, you can come back here, but there's not a great money fish or XP fish here, so a lot of people don't tend to stick around too much at Mudwater, which is, I get it. I think it'd be kind of neat if they maybe added something to make it a little bit more fun. The only problem with reeling in live on the video like this is I can't swear, because then YouTube will hate me. Come on, 9 meters, man. Stop fighting, just give in already. It's coming in whether you like it or not. There we go, this should be it. Yep, there it is, nice bowfin. Perfect. And there we go, we got the nice trophy bowfin. 192 XP, $195, not too shabby. We just need the pickerels and the freshwater drum, and we are good to go ahead and leave Mudwater and never return. Finally grab the chain pickerel. We are down to the grass pickerel and the freshwater drum, and then we are done. Just keep fishing. Eventually you should get the grass pickerel, but if you don't, just swap spots, guys. You know how to fish. Nice and easy. Just take some time like anything else in this game. Don't ask me how, but I did catch a freshwater drum over here while I was fishing for grass pickerel. I literally was just at 50 centimeters. I had small minnows on that, and I was just casting back here, just like I have been going after the pickerel, and I ended up catching a freshwater drum. I don't think I have ever caught one over here before, guys, so I will show you the other spot as well, but I figured since something weird happened, I should show you guys. I actually can't believe I caught one here, so you learn something new every day. Apparently you can catch them over here, so if you want to give that a shot while you're going after the pickerel, feel free to go ahead, but I will show you guys the other spot where I normally catch them. I wasn't having any luck getting a grass pickerel down at the other spot, so I came down to the pike challenge area where we're going to catch the freshwater drum, and I grabbed one right away. So if you aren't having any luck, just swap up spots. But let's go ahead and catch the freshwater drum. So head on down to the pike challenge and come on to this area. area
หมดเวลาสนุก
right
เหรอ
here.
อ๋อ
You can
จบ
see
แล้ว
I do have a marker set way out there in the distance, and that is our spot for the trophy freshwater drum or the freshwater drum. Again, if you're lucky enough to catch one at the other spot like I did randomly, then that's helpful. But throw on those small minnows, use a one-odd hook,
หมดเวลาสนุกแล้วเหรอ
these
แจ๋ว
go
เลย
to 100 centimeters. I will throw a conversion up for you guys, but honestly, I generally have the most luck on the shad here. So just go ahead, equip that shad. Just do stop and go or twitching and you should be good to go. But if you do have a rod stand and have extra rods, you might as well use them. Because why not? So let's go ahead and use those at the same time. Double check the peak just to make sure we still have enough time. And we are nearing the end here, so I might just fish for a little bit and go to the next day. But for the most part, we should be good to go here in terms of getting that freshwater
เรียบ
drum.
ร้อยไฟดับ
Just cast out in that general direction. Again, take a look at the map. I will throw a conversion for the distance here as well, just because it is a little ways out there. About 50-ish meters. But I do seem to have the most luck on the shad, so that's what I'm going to be using mainly here. I'm just going to have these in the water because why not? And we'll just cast out like so. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Just in that general area should be okay. And then we're going to use our shad as well. And twitching or stop and go will work here as well. So hopefully we can get this fish relatively quickly. Skipped ahead a few days and caught another freshwater drum here on the float rod. So I didn't get it on the shad this time like I normally do, which is honestly super surprising to me. But I will recommend just bringing it just in case. But if you have some small minnows and you have float rod, you can definitely go ahead and use that. I'm not going to fish around just to get one on the shad just to prove it to you guys because I did get one in my, I think my beginner's guide way back. I caught one on a shad. But that's normally what I catch it on, but you can grab them in this area, guys. So just keep fishing and eventually you will grab that freshwater drum. We actually get a nice trophy black bullhead to finish it off here. But that's all there is to Mudwater. We do have the monster fish and the 30-day challenge, which we will come back to do in the future. But that's it for Mudwater, guys. If you know of any other good spots for any of the fish, make sure to comment down below. Let others know because there's always a couple different spots to grab every fish here.
เปิดไฟไงอ่ะเดี๋ยวมันเปิดเองนะถ้ามันมืดปุ๊บเดี๋ยวมันเปิดเองคืนนี้ย้ายที่อ่ะเก็บตังค์ก่อนไปแน่นอนผมไปแน่นอนนะแต่ผมต้องเก็บตังค์ก่อนซื้อคันใหม่สักคัน โอ้ปากกินแล้วนะปลาดุก ลืมตากผ้า โอ้ เดี๋ยวไปตากผ้าก่อน เฮ้ย
Thank
เก็ตปลากินแล้ว โอ้
Zavi here, and welcome to another episode of the Complete Beginner's Guide here in Fishing Planet. In today's episode, we are going to be heading to Emerald Lake, and we are going to be catching every single fish here. I'm going to show you guys the walleye farm spot, which is very, very good. I'm also going to show you guys where to get the sauger, so even if you don't have a boat, you can rent one, grab the sauger really quick, and get the missions done and over with. In the last video, I did have these two rods, and then I had the beginning spinning rod. I did go ahead and grab myself a nice fancy ultralight, so we grabbed the Featherlight 215, and we paired that with a Prima 2000. So if you're looking for this rod here, just go into spinning rods, come on over to the second page here, and there you go. You unlock it at level 11. It is $3,500, but I wanted to grab this because I really do like the Featherlight setup, and this is going to be a pretty solid setup that we can keep with us for the rest of the game, and we can always just kind of keep our Featherlight with us. And then in reels, it was the Prima 2000, which you do unlock at level 14. This is what I'm going to be using here at Emerald Lake, so if you guys don't want to use this, you don't have to, but if you want to follow along, definitely give this rod a shot. It's very, very useful, and we're going to be using it a lot over the course of the series. I did pair with some 4.5 kilogram fluorocarbon line as well, but we're also going to bring some of this 3.6 kilogram braid just so we have a couple more options. So if you want to do that, feel free to go ahead. And then obviously we're just rocking with these same setups. You guys know these setups by now. We've been using them the entire time. We're going to use them for the panfish. We're going to use them for the walleye. This should be good to go. They're going to be a little bit tough to bring in walleye, but we're mostly going to be using our spinning setup for those fish. Now in terms of keep net, we don't need to upgrade one because we have DLC, but if you are level 16, you might want to grab this fish jail right here. This is going to be a great size for going to Emerald. It's going to give you 30 kilograms of fish. You're going to be able to keep all the walleye you want. And also for keep nets at 15, you do unlock this 25 kilogram one. So if you do have the money for this, go ahead and buy this. But we don't need one right now. In terms of hook sizes, guys, I'm bringing the same hooks as before. We're going to be using number 1, number 8, a 1/0, and a number 2. For baits, guys, we're going to bring absolutely everything we brought in the last episode. So this is what we're going to be bringing here. And then we're also going to bring some leeches with us. If you don't have enough room to carry all this, you can get rid of some of the pet food and maybe the shrimp and stuff like that. Bring at least some small minnows. You want to bring some worms and stuff for the panfish. In terms of lures, guys, make sure you bring this barbless narrow spoon. I'm going to be bringing this nano spinner. We also have this other spinner here as well, but I'm mostly going to be using these two. We are good to go to head on to Emerald Lake, so make sure you grab an advanced license and head on over there. Welcome to Emerald Lake, and before we get started on the walleye farming spot, guys, we're going to do some of the missions here. So go to your missions tab and take a look. We do have 3 missions here in the exploring section. We have Emerald Exploration, which is going to be all the panfish like normal. We have all the trial, which is going to be catching
Oh,
the other
5 โลเลยเหรอ
fish here. And then we also have
4.85
the
กิโล
night challenge, which we will get a nice little narrow spoon for. So we're going to go ahead and complete all of these. We're going to start off with the exploration mission, though. And just like the other episodes, we are going to throw on some smaller hooks and go ahead and grab some of these panfish. So let's throw on some number 8s here, I guess. And let's just start off with, I don't know, red worms. We're just going to go to 50 centimeters like normal. I will throw a conversion up for you guys. And let's just
เข้าให้
head
จัง
on
แต่
over
เก็บไม่ได้
to... we'll start at Midland Charm, and then we'll go over to the dock if we had trouble catching anything. All right, here we go. We got $500 for just coming here. We're going to get hit with that nice spicy ad. And we are literally just going to cast just in this area right here. Nowhere specific right now. There's a couple spots off the dock you can fish for the panfish, but basically, guys, anywhere inland on the shore area, it's going to be nice and easy to catch panfish, which is like in most places, you just go to
the shallower areas and you should be good to go. So let's go to about noon here. Let's go to like 12. And all I'm going to do is just cast out. I'm going to throw one there. And then I'm going to throw one a little bit closer to those lily pads back there. There we go. We got a fish on. Let's bring this bad boy in, see what we can grab here. It is definitely a panfish. You can tell just by how easy it's coming in. Looks like a shiner or something. Oh, the yellow perch. There we go. Cool. Grab the yellow perch already. Nice and easy. Got that nice one bait point. And now we have a fish on our second float rod. Bring this bad boy in nice and quickly. 4 minutes past in-game time when we sim to. We got a nice black crappie. Another fish on here. And we grab the pumpkin seed. I threw on a semolina ball and just cast it over towards the lily pads. I want to just get the semolina balls out there because usually they do actually get minnows and stuff. I find it's a little bit easier to use the semolina balls to grab them. So let's see if that worked out. And we did get the common shiner, which is perfect. There we go. Grab the blunt nose minnow right in front of me here. I was going to move, but then I ended up catching the other shiner and all that. So I just stuck it out here. We just need that golden shiner and we are good to go. And there we go. The golden shiner is caught. We are now done with the exploration missions here at Emerald and we can finally move on to some bigger stuff to do. We got some nice monoline as well, which is always handy. We'll take whatever we can get. But now let's move on to the trial challenges. For the Emerald trial mission, we're going to need to go over the bridge. Now for these fish here, everything but the sauger, it's going to be a little bit of RNG. You are going to get some walleye when you're trying to go for pickerel. You are going to get a different type of pickerel. Like you might need the chain pickerel, you're going to get the grass pickerel. So it is going to be some RNG and it is going to take a little bit. So make sure you come on over to the bridge, guys. And we are just going to fish directly at that big tree right there. So it's literally the tallest tree out of them all. So it's nice and easy to kind of get an idea of where you're casting. And this is where we're going to cast for walleye. And then for pike and the pickerel and stuff, we're going to cast a little bit over to the sides in shallower water. And that will help us grab those. Now, we don't have a ton of bait here, but we will be coming back. I'm going to be throwing on 1.0 hooks, guys, with small minnows on both of my setups here. I'm going to go to 175 centimeters depth. I will throw a conversion up on the screen for you Imperial guys. But this is going to be absolutely perfect. This is going to be able to catch walleye, all the pickerel, the pike, everything like that. And then you can also use your spinning rod, throw on a nano spoon or a narrow spoon if you want to go after walleye. This will catch pickerel as well. I'm also going to be using this nano spinner though a little bit in hopes to catch some more pickerel and pike with it. Now you can just do straight night fishing here, guys. So if you want to just avoid the cool down completely while you're doing the walleye farming and stuff here, literally just go to the nighttime and only do night fishing here.
เต็มแล้วเหรอ
Fine. You get to avoid all the cool downs. You don't have to worry about fishing in the day where you get all the cooldowns. So just do night fishing here with walleye and you will absolutely kill it. And avoiding the cooldowns is the absolute biggest thing. So just do night fishing if you're going to go after walleye. I wanted to show you guys the tree during the day. You can see it at nighttime, but sometimes with the fog and stuff, it is a little bit tougher to see. But that is the big tree there. And we are literally just going to cast out about as far as we can. Actually, we'll go about there. So I'll throw a conversion up for how far this is as well. But anywhere in that area, guys, is going to be perfectly fine. You don't really need the pinpoint accuracy or anything. You're going to catch walleye out there regardless. So just toss it out there, and that should be basically good to go. And I'm just going to throw another one right next to it, just like so. And there we go. So that's about 39 meters. I'll throw conversion up for you guys. And then we're also just going to be using our spinning rod while we're going after the walleye here. Let's just cast out. We're going to go a little bit further than our flow rods, but that's okay. And you can use twitching or stop and go here. Go like the middle of the channel, maybe lower middle, towards the deep part of the channel. But you'll kind of get the hang of it as you fish here. So don't worry about it too much. But yeah, twitching, stop, and go will work, guys, and you'll catch tons of walleye. Got a nice fish on here. Looks like it's going to be a pickerel or a pike, though. I feel like the walleye would be fighting a lot harder than this, especially because these are still the very beginning rods. We're still using a pretty budget setup here, guys. Besides the feather light being a little bit more expensive, these cheap rods are still from the beginning. And actually, it was a walleye, so there you go. Got a nice walleye, and we got that done for our missions, and we actually got another fish on while this guy's staring at us here. Perfect. We got another walleye on, which is absolutely fantastic. Exactly what you want when you're fishing here is non-stop walleye. But yeah, if you are looking for the pickerel, guys,
เฮ้ย
go in a little bit shallower water. Maybe go to like, I don't know, 60 centimeter depth. A little bit shallower. Go off to the side towards the bushes there, and you will definitely get some of the pickerels. But it is RNG. You guys know what it's like on these fish here. in this game. Sometimes you're gonna get what you want, sometimes you won't. You just gotta keep fishing, and eventually you will get it. Nice little walleye there. 165 XP, 400 bucks. Making good money already. Let's cast these bad boys back out there. And now we can get on to using our spinning rod here. So all I'm gonna do, guys, I'm using 1 speed. You can use 2 as well. 2's probably a little bit better. It's gonna be a little bit faster, and it's gonna keep it off the bottom. And I'm literally just gonna do twitching about here. Obviously, it's gonna get shallower when you get closer to reeling it in all the way. But anywhere in this area here in the channel, so if you look in the top right, I was kind of sitting in like the lower area of the channel. That's kind of where you want to be for walleye, I find. It generally works pretty well. But almost anywhere here you'll catch them. And this is our first fish on the Featherlight setup, which is very, very nice. You guys are going to love this rod if you do get it, and you can pretty much bring it with you everywhere in the entire game. And the nice part is, too, it's lightweight, so if you're going after something that's not completely big, you're still going to get decent XP off of this, especially when you get some of the bigger fish on later in the game. But there we go, we got a nice walleye, trophy walleye on our spinning setup. $323, $606, 323 XP. If you're looking for a more detailed guide on the walleye farm, I do have a video on it, and it will kind of give you a little bit of a lower level setup when you come here and show you guys a little bit more in depth. If that's what you're looking for, I will try to throw a card up on the screen for you guys. That way you can take a quick look at it. But we're gonna go ahead and level up here after a couple of walleye. We're gonna unlock the Everglades. We are now level 18, got some jerkbait, some stuff like that. And we are pretty much good to go to the Everglades almost.
ไม่ใหญ่ว่ะ
But we still gotta fish here a little bit. We're gonna go to Naher, and we're also gonna go to Falcon before we go to the Everglades. So we're gonna wait a while before going to the Everglades. Let's try and catch some of these pickles and these pike. So we're actually gonna skip ahead here and go to the next day, and we're gonna fish in the middle of the day, I think, here, as long as the peaks are okay. We'll fish the morning peak, and then we'll fish nighttime again. But we're gonna try and catch some of these pickerels and pikes and move on to the sauger after we're done those. I went ahead and went to the next day, and we are gonna try and grab these pickerel again. So let's just cast towards these bushes a little bit more is what I'm gonna do here, guys. Now there's no science to it. I'm sure there probably is a science to it. Someone probably knows the exact science to catching them all. But I just find that this is where I get most of my pike and pickerel, and then we're also going to be using our spinning setup on this side as well. Here we go. We grabbed a nice young northern pike on the side there. We just need the pickerels now, and we're good to go. Let's just cast right back out there. There we go. Grab the grass pickerel on our narrow spoon. So as I was reeling in, I actually just did a completely straight retrieval there and kept it nice and shallow. So you can give that a shot if you'd like. I don't really know if it's gonna make a difference, but that's just what I did on that particular catch. I might have gotten a walleye here. This looks a little bit heavier than a pickerel. Might have cast it a little bit too far with it. That's generally what happens. The further I cast back, I feel like I get more walleye, but we'll see, I guess. No, it is a pickerel. It's actually a chain pickerel. There we go. Nice. Nice chain pickerel. Now we just need the red fin and we are good to go. I didn't get footage of it, guys, but I did catch the red tail right there at those lily pads. So I have a marker set up for you guys. It's right there. Same depth as we were using on the other side, but that's where I grabbed the red fin pickerel. Nice and easy. It didn't take too long once I started fishing over there to grab it, so maybe it is just spawning over there a little bit more. It's been a while since I've fished these fish here, so I don't really remember where exactly they all spawned, but that's where I caught mine. So give that a shot, guys, if you're looking for that redfin pickerel. All right, we got to catch the sauger. I'm going to go ahead and rent this boat. It's going to cost a decent amount of money, which is kind of annoying, if we're being honest. We're going to end up buying a boat later on in the series, but we need this now. We want to get this mission done. All right, once the boat is started and ready to go, just head out towards this rock right... Oop, I didn't even drop the anchor. We are going to come out to this rock right here, guys. And this is exactly where we're going to fish for the sauger. Now, you can catch it on a float rod, you can catch it on spinning rod. It's whatever you guys want to use. I do find it easier to catch at nighttime, and that's how I caught it in my actual sauger video, which I will link for you guys. But basically, all you're going to do is come up to this rock here. I grabbed the sauger on a float rod. I'm going to show you guys exactly where I caught it. Let me go put a marker up. It was right there. The depth I was using was 150 centimeters. I will throw a conversion up for you guys, 1/0 hook size. And let me just grab that marker, just so you guys kind of have an idea of how close to the rock I was casting. See here, let's set that. And there we go. That's about how close I was. I'll
nothing crazy, but yeah, there we go, guys. That's how you catch the sauger. Now we are done with that mission, which is perfect. We just have the night challenges left to go, and this is going to be super easy. Complete the night shift 1 challenge. All you're going to be doing here, guys, is just fishing at night. That's literally all it is. There is night shift. You need to catch 10 fish at nighttime. This is also how you get that light, guys, that light that goes on top of the helmet. You just complete this night shift stuff, and you'll just do this as you're grinding walleye. So make sure you enable this mission, do all this stuff, and then just catch walleye as you're grinding walleye at nighttime. You're going to go ahead and get this finished, and that's all you really need to do here at Emerald. If you guys want a video on the pike slasher, I do already have one. I know I said that earlier in the video, but if you're still sticking around and that's what you're looking for, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know I didn't show much of the walleye grind, but there's not to be nice and easy to catch pan. Go in, and then for pike and while you're doing the walleye farming and stuff here, literally just go to the nighttime and only do nighttime fishing here at Emerald, and that will work perfectly fine. You get to avoid all the cooldowns. You don't have to worry about fishing in the day where you get all the cooldowns. So just do night fishing here with walleye, and you will absolutely kill it. And avoiding the cooldowns is the absolute biggest thing. So just do night fishing if you're going to go after walleye. I wanted to show you guys the tree during the day. You can see it at nighttime, but sometimes with the fog and stuff, it is a little bit tougher to see. But that is the big tree there, and we are literally just going to cast out about as far as we can. Actually, we'll go about there. So I'll throw a conversion up for how far this is as well. But anywhere in that area, guys, is going to be perfectly fine. You don't really need to pinpoint accuracy or anything. You're going to catch walleye out there regardless. So just toss it out there, and that should be basically good to go. And I'm just going to throw another one right next to it, just like so. And there we go. So that's about 39 meters. I'll throw conversion up for you guys, and then we're also just going to be using our spinning rod while we're going after the walleye here. So let's just cast out. We're going to go a little bit further than our flow rods, but that's okay. And you can use twitching or stop and go here. Go in like the middle of the channel, maybe lower middle, towards the deep part of the channel, but you'll kind of get the hang of it as you fish here. So don't worry about it too much. But yeah, twitching stop and go will work, guys, and you'll catch tons of walleye. Got a nice fish on here. Looks like it's a pickerel or a pike though. I feel like the walleye would be fighting a lot harder than this, especially because these are still the very beginning rods. We're still using a pretty budget setup here, guys. Besides the feather light being a little bit more expensive, these cheap rods are still from the beginning. And actually, it was a walleye, so there you go. Got a nice walleye, and we got that. And we actually got another fish on while this guy's staring at us here. Perfect. We got another walleye on, which is absolutely fantastic. Exactly what you want when you're fishing here is non-stop walleye. But yeah, if you are looking for the pickerel, guys, go in a little bit shallower water. Maybe go to like, I don't know, 60 centimeter depth. A little bit shallower. Go off to the side towards the bushes there, and you will definitely get some.
ไม่มีเควสว่ะอะไรตกอ่ะแมลงเหรอเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวนะลืมเปลี่ยนเบ็ด ก็คือมันจะกินเหรือวะเนี่ยวัวไม่กินตอนคืนวะปลานอกจากปลาดุกใช้ขนมปังเหรอโอ้รีเควสไงเนี่ยเควสไหนไหมขนมปังเหรอใหญ่ว่ะ2 โล 2 โลต้องมีตัวนี้2 โล 2 2 โล 4โอ้เรียบร้อยโอ้ไม่ค่อยได้ตัวใหญ่เลยวันนี้ เฮ้ย อะไร วัดไม่ติดได้ไงเมื่อกี้งงเลยโอ้ยใหญ่ว่ะ3 โลขึ้นนะผมขาดปลาชะโดตัวเดียวเองเหรอโอ้ต้องมี3ตัวเนี้ยเห็นเงาในน้ำแล้วเห็นไหม3แน่นอน3.5ประมาณนั้นน่ะ3.7 เทเลคันเบ็ดใหม่แป๊บเจ้าเฮ้ยรันติชโดแท้ๆเลยคืนนี้เลเวลจะอัพแล้วว่าเอ้าเอ้ยโอ้ให้ตายดิได้ตังค์อีก1,500ไม่บอกไปตังค์4,300แล้วค่าตั๋วไปเมืองค่าตั๋วไปบอร์ดถัดไปเป็นเท่าไหร่นะ2,000 บวก 600 2,600โอ้โหยังไม่พอวะต้องมีสัก 7-8,000นะดูแล้วเพราะต้องซื้อคันใหม่คันนึงคันใหม่ก็ 2,000 กว่า 3,000โอ้เหลืออีก2 ตัวเสียเวลาหรือเปล่าวะมาตกปลาเล็กเนี่ยเราประเทศสายตันลีถ้าไม่ไหวก็ออกแบบปิดเน็ตได้เพราะเข้ามาใหม่วิ่งเน็ตเหมือนเดิมยังไงนะออกไปปิดเน็ตก็ออกเกมไปก็ได้นี่ก็ไม่เกี่ยวนี่มึงออกเกมได้อยู่แล้วมันไม่จำเป็นต้องลีฟอ่ะหรือก็ออกเกมทาบอกก็ได้นะไม่จำเป็นต้องแบบกลับไปนอกเมืองนะไม่ต้องออกจากบ่อ อ้าวเอ้ย ไม่ได้อะไอ้บูกิวกับไวท์แคปปี้นี่คือยังไงเนี่ยขนมปังไหมผมเด็กชอบตัดบุ๊กชาโดบุ๊กวอล์กชาโดบูกิวไม่ใช่บูกิวเป็นปลาเล็กๆอ่ะบูกิวปลาเล็กๆเลยที่เราตกกันตอนเวลแรกๆเลยอ่ะโดดไปอ่านในแมปเลยบูกิวนะหมายถึงบูกิวในเควสนะเขาได้เฉยที่อ่านดูอ่ะก็เนี่ยบูกิวชโดมันโบฟินนี่อ่ะบูกิวเนี่ยตัวเนี้ยเนี่ยบูกิวนี่เนี่ยบูกิวอันเนี้ยเนี่ยชโดนี่คือโบฟินแล้วทำไมเควสผมไม่ผ่านเนาะคุณยังไม่เคยได้หรือเปล่าทุกคนละเควสหรือเปล่าคุณอาจจะไปเควสใหม่แล้วหรือเปล่าผมเป็นเควสแรกหรือเปล่าเนี่ยปลาอะไรวะเฮ้ยปลาดุกกินนี่เหรอปลาดุกกินไอ้มันสำหรับอาหารสำหรับปลาเก็ดเนี่ยปลาดุกมันกินได้ไงวะเดี๋ยวอุ้ยตัวใหญ่ว่ะปลาดุกแดกทุกอย่างตรงนี้มันกินดีกว่าปลาแหมหย่อนไปกินหย่อนมันกินเลยอะแบบเห็นตัวปลาเลยว่ามันงับเบ็ดอยู่อะนั่งตกปลาเบสที่แมปแรกไปขายกลับมานั่งตกปลาเบสที่แมปแรกไปขายทำไมต้องตกไปขาย ทำไมไม่ตกปลาดุกอะปลาแบดแบบนี้ก็มีนะแต่ต้องเอาเนื้อปลอมมาแต่ปลาแบดนี่มันเป็นลัสมาแบดหรือเปล่าที่นู่นเป็นอะไรอะที่นู่นเป็นสปอร์ตแบดอันนี้เป็นลัสมาแบดปากใหญ่ที่นี่น่าจะได้ตังค์น่าจะแพงกว่านะแบดที่เนี่ยเฮ้ยทำไมไม่ได้ปลาที่มันในนี่เดี๋ยววะไม่ได้ปลาเควสเลยวะไวท์แครปปี้ปลาดุกมันก็เงียบเลยโอ้โหตัว100แถมข้าวฟรีฮะไม่ได้แล้วใช่ป่ะไวท์แคปปี้ได้แล้วเหลือบูกิวตัวเดียวไปแล้วของผมอันที่2ไม่ต้องทำแม่งก็ได้พวกเควสอะแต่มันแจกของดีเหมือนกันนะเคสนรกแตกก็มาใช้เหยื่อปลาดุกตกก็ได้เนี่ยปลาชะโดอะลองดูอ่ะเดี๋ยวเวลาผมมาดิเดี๋ยวผมตกให้ดูนะตกให้เด็กมันดูซะหน่อยเฮ้ยโอ้บูกิวอ่ะไม่ใช่
How's it going, everyone? Zabby here, and today we're going to be going to Mudwater River here in Fishing Planet. So first thing you're going to want to do, get away again. We can even go down 2 speed, come cast out, and lake, whatever. I guess it's Mudwater River, but just to show you guys a quick spot for the panfish. You can catch like all the panfish, like literally like right here. Back where the catfish marker was. Other than that, there's not much else to do here. You can keep farming here if you want. You can decide to either go to Rocky or net. You have to wait till longer, like 15 to get to. Once you get one of those keep nets, you could probably go straight to Emerald. Just gonna.
Zabby. This is Death. Little rods just throwing small minnows. So you can see here, you can see I have 200 centimeters later. area. Nice fish at, oh, I don't know. Let's go to another 1 hook size. You can probably do 1.0 even, but we'll just go with.
ปลาดุกไม่ทำงานเหยื่อมันโดนกินโดนหอยอะไรกินแล้วมั้งไหนจะไปตกให้ดูจะไปตกไอ้อะไรนะปลาชิคาโดไปตรงไหนอ่ะนี่ปะใช่ปะวะอันหนึ่งโยนตกโกอีกอันโยนเข้า3 จำเลยยังไงนะงง
This for now. I'm just gonna go to 100 centimeters. You probably don't even need a conversion. Just go somewhat deep.
มาผิดที่ปะเนี่ย
Literally right in front of us, and this should be good enough to get us a channel cat. You might get a black bullet as well. And there you go, just like that, we get a nice young channel catfish. We are now done with the exploration or the first part of the mission. And after a while, we added something to make it a little bit more, well, a little bit more fun. The only problem with reeling in live on the video like this is
เอ้ย
that
มันคือตรงไหนวะไม่ใช่ตรงนี้เหรอ
because then YouTube will hate me.
ไม่ใช่วะ
Come on, 9 meters, man. Stop fighting, just give in already. You're coming in whether you like it or not.
เอานั่นม้าใครอ่ะ
There you go, this should be it. Yep, there it is. Nice.
ม้าผมเหรอโอ้
And there we go, we got the nice trophy bowfin. 192 XP, $195. Not too shabby. We just need the pickerels and the freshwater drum, and we are good to go ahead and start paying a little bit more. Always come back. We definitely... My floats are just going right here, but also right out in the deep spot. I will throw a conversion up for you Imperial guys. We're using 1.0 hook size with small...
เอามีคนตกว่ะ
Ball cut bait, that's what we're going to be using here, but also right and change back area to this spot here. So it's kind of set both of these out to there, and we're going to try and grab ourselves a nice bowfin. Throw on your casting spoon and just get the work. Basically, if you cast in the back area right here, use twitching or stop and go. You set both of these out to there, and we're going to try and grab ourselves a nice bowfin. Throw on your casting spoon and just get the work. Basically, if you cast in the back area right here, use twitching or stop and go, you will get the grass and chain pickerel. You will also get the largemouth bass. If that spot's not working for you too much, you can always cast over here like this and go in this area right here, and that will work too. You can also fish from the other side as well. But basically, anywhere in this area here, you will get both types of pickerel and you will get bass. You might get unlucky.
ก็คือมันจะกินหรือเปล่าวะ ประเด็นคือเวลานี้มันกินหรือเปล่าไม่รู้รู้ตกกลางวันหรือเปล่าอะไรเฮ้ยไม่ใช่ว่ะเฮ้ยเหมือนจะมีอะไรกินว่ะเฮ้ยโอ้ใหญ่ใหญ่ใหญ่โอ้ใช่วะเนี่ยมันน่าใช่ปลาดุกอะใช่ป่ะใช่ตัวนี้ป่ะ ระเบิดไหมไม่อะตัวไม่คิดกี่โลเองโลกว่าเป็นตัวนี้แหละโอ้ยไปตกปลาดุกไปตกปลาดุกต่อดีกว่าเฮ้ยเปิดไม่ได้วะตรงไหนวะน่ะโอ้เวลามันห่วยแล้วนี่หว่าเราฟาสต์ได้ดิราคาพอๆปลาดุกเลยนะเฮ้ยเอ้าอะไรวะวัดเร็วไปอีกเดี๋ยวทำเควสก่อนทำเควสเอาแล้ว เห็นเลยแล้วว่าปลากินอ่ะเอ้ยปลาดุกกินได้เดือน ปลาดุกนี่ไม่เอาทุกอย่างจริงๆโอ้โหเอาละมีปลามาตอดแล้วใครเดินมาข้างหลังเราเอ้ยปลาอะไรวะเนี่ยไม่เอาจะเอาปลาบูกิวไอ้บูกิวในปกติมันตะกะมันกินง่ายมากนะทำไมมันไม่ใช่อ่ะกินดีว่าปลาแบดอะปลาแบดบ่อนู้นมันเป็นไงกินถี่เท่าปลาดุกไหมปลา10 บาทแล้วถ้าเราเควสที่นี่แล้วไปตกที่อื่นได้ไหมวะ ไม่ใช่วะได้ดีอะตัวละ100 บาทเลยอะแพงกว่าปลาดุกอีกเหรอน่าจะต่อที่อื่นได้ปลาเดียวกัน ปลาดุกผมเงียบเลยวะเอาตังค์เหลือ4,800โถดิวโกลม2 ตัวโลดีตีตัวละ100เหรอไอเวนคันเบ็ดแพงจังวะหรือแม่งเลยจบโอ้โหใส่สายได้โคตรเยอะเลยอ่ะไปเดี๋ยวผมมาใหม่บ๊ายบายครับทุกคน